Hello, everybody. My name's Rick McCutcheon, and today on Partner Talks, I have Anthony Bonaduce. Anthony, tell the people who you are and everything we need to know about your company.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, thanks for having me on, Rick. So my name is Anthony Bonaduce, and I'm one of the founders here at Cosmos Data Technologies. So I kind of act as our CRO, but as a founder, as many of you know, you kind of wear a lot of different hats, but primarily my role is on the sales and marketing side, working with our partners, all of that fun stuff. Cosmos is the first and only fully cloud-based reporting and analytics platform that is purpose-built for Business Central Cloud. So everything we do, our entire target market is folks using Business Central Cloud.
So let's talk a little bit about that, Anthony. Why are you the only cloud-based application?
Yeah. So if you look at the what I call kind of legacy reporting landscape, right? You know, you had your household names for Nav and GP and SL and so many of the other Microsoft applications, but you know, my founding team and I found us all kind of in an interesting spot in our careers, and we thought to ourselves, hey, you know how we've kind of built our entire career around reporting and analytics, and you know how Microsoft has this first of its kind, you know, cloud ERP coming out, like how come there's not a purpose-built reporting and analytics solution, you know, one that's in the cloud for the cloud? And so we actually saw a very large opportunity to really tailor fit, purpose-build, however you want to look at it, a nice reporting and analytics suite that really just gives customers control over their data, just like so many of the previously legacy solutions did when it came to, say, Nav or GP or things like that. So we saw that white space. And a lot of those legacy solutions, while they'll work with Business Central Cloud, they don't really work at the level that people would want or were used to or expected. You know, when you've got all your reporting sitting here on-prem and now you have to go and pull things down from the cloud, those tools being 20 plus years old, they're not architected for that. They're not designed with cloud in mind. And so we saw an opportunity to work with Microsoft, take our decades and decades of experience and really apply that to, the cloud first approach. And so that's why we, consider ourselves the first and only born in the cloud, built for the cloud reporting and analytics solution for Business Central.
So that's really interesting because I remember first meeting you and your team just a few years ago. I think it was at one of the summit conferences, and you were just getting started. So you haven't been around that long, but you're a very experienced team and you're going through some incredible growth.
Yeah, we absolutely are. And it is fun. I mean, the journey, while it seems like every day is full of its, ups and downs and challenges like any new business is, like it's also flying by. I mean, we're coming up on year 4, our 4th year anniversary. We're at a point where we're adding about 25 plus customers every single month. And what's fun about that obviously is, a year from now, we'll probably be talking about adding 35, 40 customers a month if we continue on the trajectory. So yeah, I mean, it's really ramped up quickly. I mean, I think at this point we have about 130 Microsoft partner resellers currently signed up, continue to add more. And like I said, the customer counts just continue to, I remember being excited when we had our first 10 and now we're going like, let's get to the 1,000 mark, and it just continues to grow. So it's great. It's a great product. And like you said, great people. I mean, old dogs, new platform. And I think that's what makes it the most fun. A lot of experience, new technology.
And what are some of the advantages of a partner joining you and your team to resell and implement your products?
Yeah, well, we obviously have a really nice partner program that people appreciate. There's obviously revenue and services opportunity and software opportunity and things like that. But I think the biggest thing when you look at ISVs is they're there to provide value and help strengthen the offering that is Business Central. One thing we're really proud about is people jokingly call us the closer, right? So it's, you're on the phone with the executive team and the CFO, and he or she's looking at this, Business Central ERP. Maybe there's a little bit left to be desired on the reporting side because ERPs aren't reporting tools, as we all know. But when you can show them, hey, look, you can take ownership. This is our add-on we recommend for, self-service, hands-on, business user-friendly reporting and analytics, they see that, their eyes light up, right? Because that's what's going to make their life and their job easier. And so, yeah, I think a big part of it is just coming in and making that BC offering stronger. I've always believed that's what ISVs are there to do, fill the, the gaps or the spots that maybe could be a little better. And we do that in the reporting space.
Okay, great. And sort of what's next for your company? Where are you going to take your products?
Oh boy, we don't have enough time to get fully in the weeds on that, but I will tell you this: August 25th is the date to be on the lookout for. And I'll kind of spoil this. I don't know when you're going to post this, Rick, but so we are actually, for about the last 7 or 8 months, we've rewritten about 80% of Cosmos from the ground up. So when you launch a product, you typically have your MVP. We were obviously much further along than that. We called it our V1. But there's been some great technological advancements, some new technology Microsoft's put out that we think can really make this thing even better. And so August 25th, we'll be debuting that new look and feel, 25 plus new features, significant features. One's the ability for example, partners to templatize their IP. In 25 minutes, they can have a reporting and analytics suite purpose built with their data warehouse around Business Central and their IP, their vertical pre-built reports, Power BI reports and dashboards, and they can offer that to the customers that use that, and they're live in 25 minutes with all that great stuff out of the box. So that's just one of those many features coming out in the very near future.
Excellent. And I know we've got some shows this fall happening. So where can both partners and customers actually see your product?
Yeah, great question. So obviously feel free to reach out anytime between now and then, but we'll be at Summit. So we'll have a booth down there. We've been at that every year since we sponsored it. I think it'll be double-digit times I've been to Summit at this point, if not more. Obviously we'll have some presence at Directions EMEA. So we've expanded Cosmos internationally. We're currently have dedicated distribution in UK, Ireland, Benelux. We're working on some contracts right now for Australia, New Zealand, Singapore. And so we'll have a presence out there as well. But I think those are our next two, up and coming events.
Okay, Anthony, thanks for your time today. And I'm sure I'll be back to you in the
Absolutely.
near future to talk more about reporting and what's going on at Cosmos.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me on, Rick.
Have a great day and bye for now.
All right. Bye for now. Thanks.